Hey guys, today on this episode of our H&N Pellet Deep Dive series, we're going to re-examine the 177 cal Field Target Trophy pellets. In our previous episode, they had a really strange grouping out of this Kral NP03. Now, I'm 100% sure that this particular group was the result of me shooting tired, but I think it still deserves further investigation. All the groups in this video will be 5-shot groups off of a bipod at 30 meters. The first two groups will be shot from a single shot tray, but because I don't really like the single shot trays that come with these Kral rifles, I switched to a magazine for the remaining three groups. Before we get started, I'd like to interject with some personal info that definitely affects my shooting, and may be relevant to some of you too. For the past year and a half, I've been battling unknown health issues. The jury is still out on the exact cause of what is making me sick, but since I've been sick, I can feel my heartbeat just pounding away constantly. According to my doctors, my heart is fine, and the effect may be the result of inflammation. Before I became sick, I never had any problem looking through a scope and stabilizing my reticle. However, when I look through my scope now, the reticle jumps all over the place to the beat of my heart. It's annoying and almost impossible to stabilize perfectly. But in relation to how it affects my shooting, I honestly hadn't given it too much consideration. It's a little frustrating, but I still seem to be able to shoot fairly well. However, after I shot these next 5 groups, my feelings on the matter have started to change. Let's get shooting, and we'll revisit this subject later in the video. First group is pretty good, especially when compared to the group from the last episode. However, I did kind of pull one shot to the bottom right. As I was shooting, I started getting more and more nervous about getting decent groups for this video because I know how capable these Field Target Trophy pellets are, and I really didn't want to misrepresent them. Well, you can definitely see the results of that nervousness in my next group. My heart was pounding, and my reticle was jumping around more than ever. What a horrible group. Desperate to redeem myself and get the ship back on course, I switched from the single-shot tray to a 14-round magazine, and I started focusing on my heart more, breathing to bring my heart rate down, and also trying to isolate the gun itself from having too much contact with me. This third group is definitely better, but it still bothered me, so I doubled down. I continued to focus on my breathing and loosen up my contact with the rifle as much as I could. By this point, I was hovering near the rifle more than holding onto it. And would you look at that? The fourth group is actually pretty solid. To prove to myself that this wasn't just a fluke, I put a fifth group down range with the exact same hold, isolating myself from the rifle as best I could. And there you go. This proves that I was the problem in that weird group from the last video and not the gun or the pellets. I can live with this group. This immediately got me thinking about how much my heartbeat has been affecting my shooting. Apparently quite a lot. It also made me wonder about whether or not any of my more recent pellet testing is accurate. I mean, obviously the good groups are accurate, but when looking for the ideal pellet for a particular gun, maybe I haven't been giving all the different pellets a fair chance. All of my guns, and me, seem to prefer heavier pellets, and heavier pellets are usually less affected by outside forces. Maybe the accuracy issues caused by a pulsing heartbeat aren't as noticeable when using heavier ammo. I don't have the answers to any of these questions. I'm not a scientist, but I do think it would be a solid idea to look into getting a gun vise for these videos. Not only do I want to provide the best possible data for you guys, I'm also extremely curious now about all of my previous groups. What are your guys' thoughts on all of this? Let me know down in the comments below. And at least we solved the mystery of the weird Field Target Trophy group. Join me next time when we put the Barracuda 8s through their paces. So be sure to give me a follow if that's something you're interested in seeing. Also, please check out my friends over at H&N Sport if you're interested in shooting the world's best pellets. I'll leave their website and social media info down below in the description. Thanks for watching and have a great day.